Hey there, travel junkies! Ready to laugh your way through Salta, Argentina? We're about to embark on a journey to a place that's more beautiful than a perfectly formed alfajore, with architecture that's more stunning than Messi scoring the winning goal in the World Cup final. We're talking cobblestone streets, mountaintop views that'll make you want to shout Olé, and enough history to make your head spin like you've had one too many Fernet and Cokes. So buckle up, amigos. Let's dive into the top 5 must-visit spots in Salta that will have you booking your next flight faster than you can say "Vamos a la fiesta." Now, picture this. I'm in Salta, right? And I'm thinking, my man, you're a seasoned traveler. You've got Google Maps. You're basically Bear Grylls in a button-down. Famous last words, I tell you. I swear, those cobblestone streets have a mind of their own. I spent an hour walking in circles, convinced I'd discovered a whole new neighborhood. Turns out, I was just really good at making friends with the same pigeons. But honestly, getting lost in those charming little streets is all part of the Salta experience. You stumble upon hidden cafes, colorful colonial architecture, and locals who are more than happy to point you in the right direction. Eventually. Just make sure your phone's charged. You might need to call for backup. Next up, we're taking it up a notch, literally. We're headed to Cerro San Bernardo, a mountain overlooking Salta that offers views so breathtaking you'll literally forget to breathe. And trust me, at that altitude, you'll notice. Now, you can hike to the top, which I'm sure is a lovely workout, but personally, I prefer the cable car. It's like a little gondola ride to heaven, minus the harp music and questionable afterlife commitments. And the view from the top, let's just say, it's the kind of view that makes you want to grab a stranger and do the tango, even if you have 2 left feet and the coordination of a newborn giraffe. Just try not to get too distracted by the scenery and accidentally wander off the edge. All right, history buffs, this one's for you. Get ready to geek out at the Museum of High-Altitude Archaeology, home to some of the most well-preserved Incan mummies you'll ever meet. Don't worry, they're not the scary, bandage-wrapped kind. These mummies are practically frozen in time, perfectly preserved by the cold, dry air. But here's the thing, seeing these perfectly preserved children from centuries ago is a bit of a trip. I mean, talk about a long nap. You can't help but wonder what they'd think of our modern world. Would they be impressed by our smartphones and TikTok dances, or would they be horrified by our fashion choices and obsession with reality TV? Now, every great city has a heart, a pulse, a place where the energy is as palpable as the smell of delicious empanadas wafting through the air. In Salta, that place is Plaza Julio. This bustling square is like the city's living room, where locals and tourists mingle, kids chase pigeons, street performers work their magic, and I, personally, may or may not have attempted, and failed, to learn the tango from a very patient old man. Seriously, this place has it all. Cafes overflowing with people sipping mate, street vendors selling everything from hand-woven textiles to miniature llamas, and enough charm to make even the grumpiest traveler crack a smile. Just watch out for the pigeons. They're not afraid to fight for a dropped empanada. Last but not least, we're heading to a place that's basically Instagram heaven. Salinas Grandes, the jaw-dropping salt flats that stretch as far as the eye can see. Picture this. You, a vast white desert, and the kind of silence you can only find in the middle of nowhere. It's like walking on another planet, except this one comes with a souvenir shop selling salt-themed everything. And speaking of salt, be prepared for a serious case of salt face in your photos. The sun reflecting off those white plains is no joke. Bring sunglasses, sunscreen, and maybe even a wide-brimmed hat, unless you're going for that whole "I just escaped from a salt mine" look. Just don't lick the ground, no matter how tempting it may seem. Trust me on that one. And there you have it, folks. The top 5 spots in Salta that are sure to give you a good laugh and an unforgettable experience. From getting lost in the charming streets to marveling at mummies and dodging pigeons in the plaza, Salta is a city that will steal your heart and tickle your funny bone. So what are you waiting for? Book that trip, pack your sense of adventure and maybe a compass, and get ready to fall in love with the magic of Salta. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more hilarious travel guides.